Imagine this, you are at the end of your life, but instead of saying your final goodbyes, you are placed into a chamber filled with liquid nitrogen, frozen at 196 degrees Celsius. Your family walks away, but they know it's not over because one day, maybe in the distant future, science could wake you up alive. Does it sound like a science fiction movie? It's not. Welcome to the strange and controversial world of cryonics. What is cryonics? Cryonics is the practice of freezing a human body at ultra-low temperatures after death, with the hope that future medical advances will revive that person. Sounds incredible, right? It's like putting yourself on ice and hitting pause on life, waiting for technology to catch up and press play again. But here is the catch: it's not exactly legal to freeze someone who is still alive. So, cryonics can only be applied after someone has been declared legally dead. The theory is that, even though your heart has stopped beating, the body's cells might still be viable if preserved quickly and properly. So, what happens once you are declared dead but destined for a frozen future? Well, things move fast. Really fast. Your body has to be stabilized immediately to keep the brain alive long enough for the process to start. Then, cryoprotectants, a kind of antifreeze for your cells, are pumped through your veins to stop ice crystals from forming and damaging the tissue. Think of it like that time you put your soda in the freezer and forgot about it, only to find it exploded. Yeah, we don't want that happening to your brain cells. So these cryoprotectants are key to preventing a big, icy mass. Where did this idea come from? Cryonics is not some new, fringe idea. It goes back to the 1960s when Dr. Robert Ettinger, a physics professor, published his book The Prospect of Immortality, introducing the idea that freezing humans could give us a shot at immortality. And here's where it gets wild. People bought into the idea. The first human to be cryonically frozen was Dr. James Bedford in 1967, and guess what? He is still frozen today. But let's address the frozen elephant in the room. Does cryonics actually work? Well, that's the billion-dollar question, literally. You see, there is no definitive proof that a human can be revived after cryopreservation. As of now, no one has been successfully thawed and brought back to life. The technology to revive a person is still in the land of science fiction, but that hasn't stopped people from signing up. Companies like Alcor Life Extension Foundation and Cryonics Institute have already frozen hundreds of patients. The cost between $80,000 to $200,000. Expansive, sure, but for some people, the hope of future life is worth the investment. Think of it as the ultimate long-term health insurance plan, or maybe just a really expensive nap. Now, here's where things get a little icy. The ethics behind cryonics are hotly debated. Critics argue that there is no scientific proof that it will work, calling it wishful thinking. Others question the morality of freezing bodies for potentially hundreds of years, especially when that money could be spent on current medical advancements that help people today. Some religious groups even claim it goes against the natural order of life and death. And of course, there's the logistical challenge. Where are we going to put thousands of frozen people? And who's going to foot the bill for maintaining them until science catches up? But let's say 100 years from now, technology makes huge leaps. What if we can repair damaged cells, reverse aging, or clone bodies? Some researchers believe we may get to a point where a frozen body could be revived and even repaired. But let's not forget the catch. Reviving a body is one thing. Bringing back the mind, personality, and memories is another. The brain is still largely a mystery to us, and reviving someone with their full consciousness intact might be harder than we think. Imagine waking up as a blank slate, needing to relearn everything. You might not even remember your Netflix password. Talk about a nightmare. If you have got a spare $200,000 lying around and are willing to gamble on future science, cryonics might just be your ticket to a second chance at life. But before you sign up for eternal freezing, ask yourself, is it worth the cost? Will the technology ever catch up? And more importantly, are you ready to face the future centuries from now? By then, humans might be living on Mars, teleporting across the universe, or who knows, maybe we will finally have flying cars. Either way, it's a cold, hard decision. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more bizarre, mind-bending content. Who knows, in the future, this video might just be part of your Cryonics research pack. Until next time.
I see